Good morning. Welcome to our morning show. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. And it's Monday morning and we are back again. Start of another week. Been a long night. Watch a little bit of sport, do a little bit of work. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a fantastic weekend and a great sports weekend. It was a good week. So I hope everything is up and running and everybody's happy. I'm just going to check quickly. There we go. Get rid of some stuff. I got most probably too many things open, so my stream doesn't work that well. There you go. So that should help. That should definitely help. All right. Hey, listen here. A lot to get into this morning. A lot of exciting stuff to get into. Let's get straight into the topics for the morning. Obviously, we have the Premier League, some European football. We have the URC. We have the Ski World Championships. NBA, NHL, there was NASCAR. A lot of things going on. So let's move on. But listen, we're going to start this today with the Ski World Championships. And yesterday was the men's slalom. And geez, what can I say? On top of the leaderboard once again, it's the Swiss. We are just dominating, man. We are dominating. It's become the Swiss Championships out there in Austria. Okay. So Luc Meyer won the gold. That is his third medal, 2 golds, and I think bronze is what he got out of this World Championship. So he was the top athlete of the World Championships. Atle Lee McGrath came second for Norway, and Lino Strasser got the first medal for Germany. Manuel Feller for Austria came in fourth, so no medals there. And as you can see, the rest of the skiers down at the bottom. Got a shout out there to Dave Riding. Did very well for the British. Good result for them. So let's move on to the man that actually won the race, Luc Meyer, also the skier of the championships with 3 medals, 2 golds and bronze. So congratulations to Loic. And but more importantly here, we move on to the medal tables. Don't forget, Wern did update you on Saturday about the ladies winning yesterday about the ladies winning the gold medal, also in the slalom for Switzerland. But that's the final medals table, where we have Switzerland on 13 medals, Austria on 7, Italy on 3, United States on 4, Norway 3, New Zealand, Sweden, Czech Republic and Germany all got a medal. But the gold medals count the most, and Switzerland on top. Switzerland on top in every category. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that 13 medals? And you know what? A lot of people say, wow, that must be a record. No. That's not our record. Our record is 14 medals that we did in Crans-Montana. I think it was in 1987. We had 14 medals. So next World Championship, we're going to try to top that, boys. We're going to try to top that. Then at the moment, we're going to go to some more winter sport. At the moment, there is the World Championships in biathlon in Switzerland, in the Lenzerheide. And I'll go through that. There were 2 races yesterday, the 2 pursuit races. Now, how that works was the day before they had the sprints, and then afterwards you take the times that you were behind in the sprint and you have to pursue the other person. Quite an exciting format, but the results, wow. Surprise. Johannes Tinjesbø, he was out on top. That's his 2nd gold medal in 2 days. But I got to give it to the athlete there, the Chris Wright guy there from the US. He's actually a New Zealander that has immigrated to the US, but what a result. That's his 2nd silver in 2 days. And Mr. Barrow of France came in 3rd. But it's all about old Johannes Tinjesbø. This is his last season. He has declared retirement, and he always biased, and I'm always for the Swiss. No. She did well. The lady did well. So I'll give you the medal table at the moment at the biathlon, and on the top of the table it's France. They've won 2 gold and 3 bronzes already. Norway with the 2 gold from Johannes Tinjes. Germany 1 and 1. United States with 2 medals already. Sweden, Czech Republic and Finland have all got medals. So let's hope maybe our Swiss boys can get some medals. Where the Austrians are nowhere at the moment. Swiss and Austria not on the table, but I'm still hopeful. Then there was a big round in the Premier League this week. For me, some upsets. The Brighton knocking off Chelsea there. That was an upset. Ipswich getting a draw to Aston Villa. Fulham beating Nottingham Forest. West Ham losing at home to Brentford. Everton, since they've signed David Moyes, doing really, really well. And at the bottom, Spurs beat Manchester United in an interesting game where actually Man United were the better team and should have won, but should have, could have, would have, doesn't matter in this sport. So have a look at the Premier League table. I only do the top 10. I don't do anything else. So if your team is not there, they don't deserve to be there. My team's not. It looks like it's an Arsenal against Liverpool title fight with big advantages to Liverpool. Nottingham Forest still hanging on there to a Champions League spot. Bournemouth, look, I think Nottingham Forest is going to make it. I think they're going to stay there with Man City, but we'll see. Then there was there was a lot of good football in the other European leagues. I just picked up some of the big teams that are fighting for the championships. Atletico Celta Vigo was 1-1. Real Madrid, Osasuna 1-1. Barcelona play Rayo Vallecano, that's tonight. In the big battle in Germany, it was a boring 0-0 draw between Leverkusen and Bayern. Obviously, a better result for Bayern. Frankfurt beat Holstein Kiel 3-1. Augsburg and Leipzig drew 0-0. In Italy, Juventus starting to get better and better. They beat Inter Milan 1-0. Lazio and Napoli drew 2-2. And Atalanta Bergamo and Cagliari drew 0-0. Let me take you through the tables there. Just going to bring up all the tables of the big leagues in Europe. As you can see, it's really tight at the top between Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. With the win tonight, Barcelona can actually go top of the table. Then we have Italy. There it is, Naples, Inter, Atalanta and Juventus. I still think it's between Napoli and Inter. But can't count out Atalanta. They're doing really well. And AC Milan starting to pick up pace a little bit. But we'll see. Then we go to the Bundesliga, the Boom Boom Bundesliga. And out there it's Bayern. Bayern out there with an 8-point lead. That's a big lead for Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich don't blow 8-point leads. I think it's more interesting to see which teams get into the top 4. There's a big race there. Obviously, I think Leverkusen's going to make it. I think Leipzig and Frankfurt should make it. But the other teams like Stuttgart, Mainz, and Freiburg are in the hunt. Then bonjour, we move to the French league, also known to me as the Baguette League, because Paris Saint-Germain, they're going to win it for like the 300th time in a row. Marseille are trying to challenge. Surprise. Then there was rugby this weekend. And it was beautiful. Watch our rugby games from the weekend. I went off my rocket when the Sharks were playing. But this weekend was basically a South African weekend, because the teams played for the South African teams. Even though, the Stormers lost, they got a bonus point, stuff like that. But it's looking good for the South African teams. That I still believe all 4 are going to make it. But let's go through the results. Edinburgh lost 17-22 to Tebre Palmer. Big surprise. Ospreys almost got the first win against Leinster. The first win of any team in the URC. Leinster still unbeaten and with 11-0. The Lions beat the Stormers 30-23. Wern, sorry. The Bulls, just not good enough for those mighty Sharks. We even played with 12 players and we're still better. Benetton beat Ulster. For me, a surprise, 34-19. Munster beat Scarlets 29-8. Connacht beat Cardiff. Now that is an upset. 24-19. And the Dragons are just not that. The Welsh Dragons were slain, cut down, beat down by the Warriors 20-45. So it's going to be really interesting there in the URC. So let's have a look at the top 8 teams at the moment. I do not know why it's doing that all the time there. I'm just going to... It always seems to screw up my number 1 team on the list. Let me have a look why that is. I'm just going to do this quickly. Control-C. Take it away. Let's see if it works better now. All right. Then we'll hit it like that. And then we'll just add Leinster again. And then it seems to do that. There you go. Now the table looks correct. I don't know why it does that. It makes no sense to me. But I have to fix it twice again. So Leinster out on front, unbeaten, 11-0. The Warriors should be in the playoffs. I think the Bulls and the Sharks are in already. Munster will make it. And then I think from Cardiff all the way down to the second half of the table, which I'll show you now, which one must probably also have that mistake in it now all of a sudden. I don't know why it does that. I honest to God don't know why it does that. Makes no sense. So let me have a look. There you go. Let me see if I can get that cleaned up. What is that? Number 9. Here we go. Edinburgh Rugby. Edinburgh Rugby. Got to take Edinburgh out there. Control C. There you go. And put it back in. Then you go. Doesn't want to do it right now, huh? No, it doesn't look good. I don't know why it doesn't. So it's probably because of the Stormers not being so high up in the table. Control C. There you go. Might have fixed that problem. I don't know what it is. There you go. Look, it's close. I mean, you got Edinburgh on 25, Stormers on 24, Connacht on 24, Ulster on 23, 23 and 23, all the way down to the Lions. The Dragons and Zebre, I don't think are in the right hand anymore. I think the Lions have still got a very good chance of making it. Stormers got a tough schedule, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting. The next few weeks are going to be really interesting in the rugby. Then, a lot of sports in the US this weekend. Our US block. And with some hockey, NBA, and NASCAR. So we'll get into that right away. Look, at the moment, it is that Four Nations tournament, which has replaced the All-Star game in ice hockey, which I think is a good thing. And there's Finland, Sweden, the USA, and Canada playing against each other. There were no games last night, so I'm just going to show you the table. I could actually leave that on top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the table nice and big, cover everything up so you can actually see what's going on. There you go. So at the moment, the US are on top. They've won twice. The Canadians 1-1, the Finns 1-1, and the Swedes 0-2. But they are still at one more round of round robin games, and then we'll get into the finals. I think it's going to still be Canada USA in the final, but let's see what happens that week or this week. Then something close to my heart. The Daytona 500 was yesterday. The Great American Race. I've been to Daytona. I've been to a race. It is something, if you've never been to a NASCAR race, it's either Daytona or Talladega you need to go to. And I'd start off with Daytona because it's really nice. And go to Daytona Beach, which is really nice. And the race is big. And there's always tickets because, there's basically something like 300,000 people can fit in the stands. So there's always tickets around. Just to show you, man, that's the action. It's pure action there, and what a venue. Look at that. I mean, look, there's seats for Africa there in Daytona. It's beautiful. But the Daytona 500 was won by car number 24. It's an iconic car. It's the car that Jeff Gordon used to ride, and it's been driven by Will Byron. He was doing really well for himself, and put him out there. Will Byron, it's the second Daytona 500 in a row that Will Byron has won. So he's doing really well. I'm going to do a lot of NASCAR this year because I do love NASCAR. Very interesting race format, and congratulations to Will Byron. Then it was All-Star Weekend in the Bay Area in San Francisco. And this year, my eye, I don't know what is wrong with my eye this morning. This year, they changed the format again because it's just no one watching the All-Star game anymore. It's just, and I don't think this format works either. I mean, if the players don't want to play, then it's very difficult. But look, they came up with this format this year. They named the three different teams. They have three different teams plus the Rising Stars. They called it Chuck's team, Kenny's team, and Shaq's team. Those are the boys from TNT. I don't know why there's not an Ernie's team. The fourth team should have been Ernie's team, but I know why, but I won't mention it. I know why. So the fourth team was Candace's team. Those were the Rising Stars. And I'm going to show you quickly the results. So the first round, Team Candace took on Team Shaq, and Team Shaq won that one. Then Team Kenny took on Team Chuck, and Team Chuck won that one. And as it had to be Chuck against Shaq in the final. And Team Shaq won that one, 41-25. Good performance there from the MVP. I'll show you who that was. The MVP was Steph Curry. Basically knew it was going to be Steph Curry from the beginning because, he does play for the Golden State Warriors. It was played in their stadium in San Francisco, so, it was very, very quite obvious. But hey, there were some other exciting things. This young man, Mac McClung, he won the dunk contest, jumping over a car. It's his third contest in a row. I mean, great show that he puts on. And close to my heart, but I'll leave Mr. Chung up there. Tyler Hero of the Miami Heat won the 3-point competition. So Miami won something this year. I like that a lot. Then, listen, you guys, we'll move on to the subcontinent. There is the ICC Champions Trophy, which has been taking place in Pakistan in cricket. That's going to start on Wednesday. I'm going to try to get some games in there because it's trying to get one of the mornings off and do a game. I might even do it the first game, because the first game, it's going to be Pakistan against New Zealand. And I know AKD would want me to do Pakistan. So we're going to try to do Pakistan until Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. I'll see if I can fit that into my schedule. So that was the show this morning. I just want to do one little more thing. And that's the brand new car that was presented from McLaren for their Formula One season. This week, a lot of the teams are bringing out their cars. I know Ferrari's doing it on the 19th. So I'll update you on that as it comes out. And then Vern and Ryan will do a big Formula One preview show that is coming up soon. We will be doing a lot of that. We also have, some preview shows this week on the rugby. We'll do something about US sports. So there's a lot to do this week. And then on the weekend, massive rugby coming up. And we can't wait for that. So you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day. Be safe. Be happy. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. And remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and join us again tomorrow. Ciao, guys.